What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Derrek Ribera Show. I'm your host, Derrek the Nice Guy Ribera. Say a little faster now. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, if you want to check out more of my shenanigans, check out the Heavy Rollers podcast on Spotify and YouTube. You know, we're trying to get on Apple Music too as well. We kind of slowed down a lot, trying to get on other platforms right now because it's just like our work schedules are pretty hardcore, bro. Well, Steven's is. Mine's not. I mean, well, mine, it's just random days, you know? It's like, let's give Derek days off that none of his friends have so he can't record the podcast. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are doing good, man. I really, really stinking do. Because, honestly, I'm doing pretty good, I guess. Super Bowl halftime show last week was trash. Turning Point USA's halftime show was also trash. We're going to jump into that as well, how everything is trash and how some reason we like to fight over trash. Like a bunch of raccoons when you find them in the trash can. You know, you open your dumpster and there's a raccoon in there hissing at you, don't touch my trash. That's kind of how we are with our media and our government here in America. That's exactly how we are. Like it's like literally you find like a big old fat raccoon just in the trash can trying to protect its last piece of cheese and half-eaten sandwich and apple cores and body parts. You know what contains there. Everybody has that in their trash cans, I hope. I mean, I know that's what I have. But anyway, and just old food, and that's kind of what we are with our government and our media. You say something that the media don't agree with, and we agree with the media, we're pissed. We're mad. Everybody's mad right now. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys are doing good, man. Definitely check out the Heavy Rollers podcast. I don't get as political on that one, and that's just for Steven's sake, honestly, because I don't want to get Steven shadow banned. He don't know what it's like. He's a young man. He's young. He grew up in a different world than I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in a world where we didn't have the internet as much, and that's one thing. Like today, I'm recording this on a Saturday, Valentine's Day, actually. Which I'm also going to try to release it today as well. But I've noticed that because I did have like a first part of the podcast recorded for this week for Friday, but it was like 49 minutes of me ranting about like these atheists that attacked me, ranting about people that just horrible people, and also ranting about like the halftime show and what the whole worth of it. And I'm still going to talk about that too. I'm still going to talk about how the halftime show was literally put out there to fuck. That was put out there to do what it's supposed to do, and it did it. Sorry, I'm drinking some water. Got me a Zen in and got me some water in my mouth. That's kind of sometimes all you need is just some nicotine and something good to drink. And that's a good start of a day. But anyway, I was chilling, and what I mean by that is I was just like, I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just having a good time. I'm just, having a good life. But I went to a Super Bowl halftime party, and it was pretty dope. There was this dude that my brother helps every once in a while, and him and his homeboy. My brother has a homeboy named DJ. He's pretty fucking cool. And my brother and I went, and I didn't want to go at first, because that's like, I'm one of the people, man, that's like, dude, I'll just stay at home. I'm cool. I'll just stay here at the house, and I'll just mope around at the house the rest of the day. I'm cool. I ain't trying to go hang out with people I don't know. But he's like, well, DJ's gonna be there. And I'm like, it still is like, you know what I mean? Like the dude's cool, but I didn't want to be around people. But anyway, so my brother got me to go out over there, and we had a pretty good time. Halftime show came on. We didn't really watch it. It's not really all of our thing. You know what I'm saying? We're a bunch of dudes. We're a bunch of dudes from small town Texas. We're not, I don't know, like, and people say, oh, you're racist or homophobic because you don't like the halftime show. It's like, it's not even that. It's not even my music, man. I like some good old fucking fashion grunge or rock and roll, man, or some country music, some old school country like Waylon and Willie and stuff like that. I don't know what a Bad Bunny is, and I still don't, I mean, like, yeah, Steven let me hear one of his songs, and I was like, this is definitely not my style. And like, yeah, I used to listen to like a lot of gangster rap, and that's not gangster rap. Like I like Eminem and freaking Dr. Dre and some DJ Screw, Lil Kiki, Pimp C, Bun B, stuff like that. Like Zero. Zero's my favorite rap artist of all time. It's crazy that I say that now. Because back in the day, my favorite rap artist of all time was Tupac. So that's kind of who's I was. I listened to Tupac and Zero growing up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, then some old country, you know, I threw it in there, and some old rock, and that's what I still listen to. You know, man? So, like, don't criticize me because I don't like the halftime show. Because it's not my style. It's the only time they ever had something I liked on there is when they had, like, Dre and Eminem and stuff, and Snoop and stuff on there. And, like, 50 Cent when he was fat trying to hang upside down, look like me. Running out of air and shit, trying to reach up. Oh, shorty, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's like, chill out, bro. But like it's one of those things, you know, and it's one of those things that people were hyped up about this. And Turning Point USA had one. We're gonna have our own halftime show too when it comes on, and we're gonna have Kid Rock and Bradley Gilbert. It's like, ah, God, that's. Wow, could you pick any more suckier artist? Please. I mean, just please, pick someone worse. You know what I'm saying? I know local guys that rap that do better than these people that the Super Bowl and the Turning Point picked. I literally know local guys that play music, that do karaoke, that are better than these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have one of these guys from, you know, from one of the little bars up here to go play at the Super Bowl. That's what I'd rather have, just to have one of these goobers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand it. I can't stand the crappy music. And it's like, that's what people like. People love to protect their trash. It's like raccoons. And I think I said this before. I don't know if I said it before on this podcast or when I just re-recorded it. But I said it before. And it's like raccoons just guarding trash. Have you ever opened your trash can or a dumpster and there's a raccoon in there and it's just like trying to protect like the orange peels and the apples and the you know, the body parts and you know, just all the trash that's in there, like cheese wrappers and shit. You know what I'm saying? And tampons. And this raccoon's trying to protect this trash. That's kind of how we are with our media and our government. You know what I'm saying? You have the right wing. And the further right you go, the more insane they get. The further left you go, the more insane they get. It's like the right and left wing are part of the same bird, but the bird is retarded. You know what I'm saying? And I can say that, the R word, because I am retarded. So, like, I can say it. It's like black people with the N word. I can say it. I just see that stuff, man. And it's crazy to me that you have people that will literally just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, they will fight over this. Like, people online, and they're like, oh, well, that offends me if you don't like the halftime show. Well, I don't like it. I haven't ever liked it, hardly. The last time I liked a halftime show was on a Thanksgiving in 2001. You know, when Creed played, man. Like, that's when I liked it. I liked it because it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, I was sitting with my dad watching it and stuff like that. You know, and it was cool. It was a nice day outside, and it was just cool to watch some football with some of the older guys in my family, and you know, just having Creed playing, and they were kind of trashing it because they're Mexican, but it's like, but me, I was enjoying it. I was like, oh yeah, because I'm half white, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, can you take me higher? You know, like that's what I was enjoying. But we don't have that no more. But, like, you know, and it's like, but that's what happens. Like, Jay-Z picks all the freaking thing. And I think I read somewhere where Jay-Z actually left the country for a little bit because of, he was in the Epstein files. Surprise, surprise. The guy running the music on the Super Bowl at halftime show was in the Epstein files. No one talked about that. No one talked about that. These sick motherfucks. I'm not cussing the first 10 minutes. I don't care. They're sick, man. They call me, like, they blacklist my podcast. They blacklist my stuff. But yet they're, like, touching children. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's the real bad guy? It's crazy to me. Like, nowadays, like, you could literally, like, in your life, you wake up and you're taught that the good guys, these good guys, and then you find out later that they're the bad guys. You know? Bill Clinton's getting blowjobs from everybody, even Donald Trump. It's crazy, man. It's an insane factor, bro. It's just insane. It's insane that you will think that's okay. It's okay. But, like, you know, and the most insane part about it is we're fighting over football halftime shows. One has Turning Point USA had Kid Rock and Bradley Gilbert. Like, just trash music. That stereotypical, you know, like, just idiot music. Like, I'm pretty sure not every one of their fans are meth heads, but every every meth head is a fan of those guys. You understand? Like, so I'm like, dude. So they're up there playing that, and they're like, well, one of the songs we brought up Jesus in it. It's all a part. They're using God to blind you. They're using, and I'm going to go in on the halftime show too, don't worry about it. But they're using God to blind you. Turning Point USA died, literally 9/10/2025. The day Charlie Kirk died is the day Turning Point USA died, I feel like. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry to have an opinion. I know that nowadays in the country, if you have an opinion against anybody, you're automatic. Like, if you have an opinion against Turning Point USA, you're automatically a blue-haired fucking fat lesbo. You know what I'm saying? But no, like, I'm not. Yes, I'm fat and I'm a lesbo, but I'm not blue-haired. The best part about that is, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all what the best part is. The best part is that every week, now we don't have to have no football, which is kind of like, it kind of sucks, man. Like, I used to enjoy football, man. But anyway, the Turning Point USA shit, and that's what they use. They use God and everything to kind of keep you brainwashed. And I think each side does this, man. Just like the leftists, they use the gay propaganda and everything to keep y'all brainwashed. They want to keep everybody against everybody. It's a whole scheme called Divide and Conquer. And I bet there's one country behind it all. It's Israel. But we're not going to go that too deep into Israel because I don't want to get shot. I'm not suicidal, Israel. I'm not. I'm sorry to tell you. I know it's crazy to say, and I make jokes about it all the time, but I'm not. This is all for educational purposes. This is all just my opinion. But I read a lot of posts and stuff, and I read a lot of news and stuff online, and it seems like everything's connecting. But it also seems like everybody wants to stay split up. And it's funny how the Super Bowl does this right when the Epstein files are open. It's funny how it's all controversial. They're standing up for love and peace. They're not standing up for love and peace. They're standing up for keeping you divided and stupid. That's what they're standing up for. Neither side, right or left, sane. Neither side. I got conservatives in my family that are just insane. They will no, you can't just talk bad about Israel. Then you got the leftists in my family that are just so stupid they can't even move. No, they hate gay people, so they hate me. Shut up, dude. You're all stupid. They won't let us get abortions and fuck everything that moves. Well, I'm sorry. This is America. We were built on Christian values, supposedly. And the simple fact is I got attacked online on Threads, dude. I got attacked on Threads, bro, for posting something with Jesus in it. Like, the so-called tolerant party has the feeling to come in and say something about me because I love Jesus. I love my God. I love God, man. Like, I'm a Christian, bro. I was baptized in Jesus' name. I was, I'm a Christian, bro. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I'm here, man. But I'm not I cuss and everything every once in a while. I'm not the perfect Christian. That's one thing. Like, as soon as you go Christian, all your friends think you're supposed to just be perfect all of a sudden. You ever notice that? Like, your friends and family, as soon as I got baptized, everybody's like, "Don't be cussing, Derek." It's like, dude, chill out. Chill out. This isn't the truth. This is it takes a while to change. It takes a while to be fixed. It took, God is fixing me, man. He's working on me. He's testing me every day. I'm like Job in the Bible, dude. Every day my faith is being tested. Yeah, sometimes I fail, but a lot of times I don't, man. And that's what was happening that day on Threads. They were testing me, so I was just keeping it cool. Because I knew that the devil was sending his people after me. Because just like when God gets into people, the devil does too, bro. So, when you're online and you be free to be happy to whatever you believe in, man. You know what I'm saying? But just when I posted something anti-Israel on there one time, it was just we give all of our stuff to Israel and we have people here dying and starving. All these Jews attacked me. So first of all, we're not going to praise Baal, okay? I'm sorry to fucking tell you. I know that's what's really running this country. That's why Benjamin Netanyahu he literally said, when Iran burned that statue of Baal down, dude, he was like, they're going to war, they're declaring war on us. I thought you believed in God. I thought you Jews believed in God. But that's not what I'm going to get into. But yeah, you get criticized for your beliefs. And the reason why I know God is real is because Christianity is the most hated freaking religion in the world. They all feel like they should attack us. Even when we just post something meaninglessly. Like I had a picture of Jesus shaking his head at right wing and left wing people fighting. And it's pretty much saying, hey, we should all come together. But they didn't see that. They saw this, hey, you're hating on our trash. You know, it was literally like that. Raccoons. That's what they are. They're literally like raccoon sheep. They're just sitting there protecting their trash and their garbage and their gunk. Banana peels. You know? Chicken bones and freaking, you know, just like whatever's that you see in the trash. I don't know. I used to take pictures of the trash on the side of the road. It was pretty funny. Because everybody used to do like rude bonnet pictures. And I'm like, I'll show you all the real Texas. And I started taking pictures of trash on the side of the road. But, you got to realize, man, when they're like literally hating on something so hardcore, there has to be some truth behind it. You know? And that's what happened on Threads. And it's like, dude, we're so divided in this country over stupid like halftime shows, over you know what I'm saying, or like what Donald Trump has said. He's a pedophile, dude. Like God, like for real. This is not what I voted for, man. I didn't vote for a bunch of Jewish pedophiles be banging children, dude. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, and it's not even like it's so sick to me, man. I couldn't even look at half those pictures I saw of the files, man. But no one was looking. No one could tell you what they saw in the files, but they could tell you about that Super Bowl halftime show. That's what kind of gets to me sometimes. That's what gets to me sometimes because I'm like, that's why I'm so indifferent with stuff. Because I'm like, this is stupid. Like, you see what they're doing to us? They did the same thing in Rome when Rome fell. When Rome fell, they had a lot of like gladiator shows and all this cool stuff going on, and you know, little halftime shows, I guess you could say. And you know, they had the whole Roman Colosseum filled full of people, and everybody's clapping and jumping and having a good time. They were having circuses and a bunch of trans people everywhere, a bunch of like, you know, just a bunch of weird stuff going on, a bunch of gay dudes. Like they're, you know, saying live your life, but what happened to that society? And who was behind that? Think about it, man. The second coming of Rome is about to fall, and that is here in America. Sorry to say, but that's exactly what's happening here. And Europe, too. You know, it's like, and we're literally sitting here watching it happen, and we don't care. We're fighting over the halftime show. You know, like, one of my coworkers, I was trying to explain to them, and one of my coworkers, one of my friends. I don't know why I said coworker, but I was trying to explain to him what they're doing, and he's like, "No, the halftime show." No, like he couldn't. Like it's like he couldn't process it because he's like, those of us that are really woke, we can process it. You understand what I'm saying? And it's sad to call myself woke, and then everybody's like, "Oh, you must be a weirdo," you know. And that's the bad thing about it too is they instead of like saying you're the real woke, they're giving you a conspiracy theorist. You're a crazy guy. Why are you against everything? What's wrong with you? What is going on here? It's all this and that and that. And like I have friends that literally will act like I'm trying to kill them when I'm trying to tell them the truth, or they'll like try to play off. Oh, you think that? Ha ha yeah ha ha. And it's like, yeah, dude, like you're stupid. You're the stupid one. But you try to play like I'm the stupid one because you're a dumbass. You're a fucking prick. You know? And it's like this, man. And everybody's like, don't get so worked up. I'm not worked up. This is not me being worked up, motherfucker. I'll show you worked up. I'm a nuclear bomb laying motherfucker. That's what I am when I get worked up. But it's crazy to me that people will fight over this. Their own people. Families are divided because of these politics, because of these stupid shit. Because we're all brainwashed. Like, everything that happens to us in this country, we deserve it. We deserve it. Because we're asking for it. You know? We're asking to be fucked in the ass. Our children have no hope. Our whole country is falling apart. But we want to fight over a halftime show. People out there killing each other. ISIS out there beating the shit out of people. Killing them. I don't give a damn what your political beliefs are or not. Nobody should die because they resist arrest. Nobody should die. These cops need to be better trained. These ICE agents need to be better training. Because they knew, if they knew at least even my level of jiu-jitsu, and I'm a white belt, if they even knew that level, they could have easily took one of these fuckers down and just held them on the ground. It's crazy to me how stupid everything is. But we deserve it. Like, you know, deserve it. Like when ICE was out here a couple weeks ago, everybody was all panicking. They ain't gonna pick nobody up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna find none of these people. They didn't come to my neighborhood once. But people were so ignorant. I remember getting something to drink. Oh yeah. I love this big old thermos, man. It keeps the water cold. Whatever the water is, temperature is, when you put it in there, that's where it's going to stay at. All day long, for 2 or 3 days. But I just refilled that yesterday. I got to refill it today. It's almost out. But anyway, I'm just saying, man. And I'm having my idiot friends, man, were just like, they deserve to go to jail. They break the law. And it's like, y'all break the law every day. Like someone said that, and I was just like, this motherfucker used to do meth. What are you talking about? Why didn't you go to jail? But they don't care. And that's the whole point. It's like we're so separated that we don't see our own wrongs. Because our heads are so far up our ass because of, like, literally, you know what, y'all, you know what they all remind me of? Like with those birds that put their head in the sand, whether it's some flamingos or ostriches or some shit. They put their heads in the sand and they only want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the fear. They don't want to hear what's really going on. Their heads are all blocked with Super Bowl halftime shows and just, you know, stupid games and stupid. Did you see the football game last night? It was so awesome. Super Bowl was so much fun. They're blinded. Blinded by the lights. I'm a douchebag. Blinded by the light. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're blinded. They're blind. Every one of them. And I got people that I love that are like this, man. They don't want to hear the truth because if they hear the truth, they think you're crazy. They think you're demonic. They think you're evil. There's always something that they think bad about you. I got people in my church, man. They're like, oh, well, we got to pray for Israel. And you're just like, dude, really? Those are not even God's real chosen people. They're false. They're false prophets. They're false. Everything you believe that you hear in the media is all a lie. And if it isn't a lie, there's more to the truth than they let you believe. We're only at the tip of the iceberg, man, with these Epstein files, which is something that no one wants to talk about. It's like, and everybody that does is crazy. Oh, no, not Epstein files. No, they're not trying to protect. They're not trying to cover that up. Well, the Super Bowl halftime show, they had Bad Bunny. He did a little heart, and he danced with Lady Gaga. So, oh, great. Two whores of Hollywood were up there dancing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to hear and see. Crappy music. They never have good music. You know? Maybe they'll like distract some of us and they play some good music. Whoa. They're actually playing some good music up there? Oh, well. What Epstein files? I mean, because that's what it's all blowing down to. You know, it's like, and like, it's just dumb, man. It's dumb. Like, it's just, what I saw of the Super Bowl halftime show, I was like, bro, this is what everybody got hyped up about? Are we that stupid? But then I look around, I'm like, we are that stupid. We are that stupid. Because we let these people, these government, the media, the Jews, everybody tell us how to live our lives and what we have to do with our lives. You know, and it's like, it's crazy to me. Like, we go to work, like, think about it this way. We go to work to make money that was made up by our government to keep us in slavery. So we can buy stuff. So we can get food, stuff we need. But we go to work. And nowadays, they're taking away the whole cash dollar thing. If you ever notice, the pennies are already gone. There's too much money in the account. Someone's like, well, there's too much money to make the pennies. Say, yeah, because your government made it that way. Okay? They rose the price of all copper. They rose the price of it. We didn't. We didn't do none of that. I mean, there's still some pennies out there circulating. But what I'm saying is, like, in the next 30 years or so, it's all going to be gone. And I said this before. and then we're all going to go to a one world currency. But first, it's all going to be everything's going to be on credit card. And the crazy thing about that is like everybody's like, this is just my prediction, but what I've heard people talk about too. But this is just for educational purposes. But what I heard is what's going to happen is like, let's say our kids are going to grow up, and I don't have no kids, but I'm saying, but like they're going to grow up and like whatever credit score they have, like, you know, say if they're poor or not. Let's say they're broke as fuck, and they go with someone else that's broke. They have a kid. That kid's not going to have a chance because they're going to be already born with like a credit score, which kind of like we do with Social Security. And it's going to be like, oh, okay, well, your parents, you know, saying gave you birth to you, and you only have like a 480 credit score, and that's what they're going to carry on with them the rest of their lives. It's going to be like kind of like a popularity contest everywhere you go. And but like and it all starts with them taking, you know, pennies away, and of course it's going to be nickels and dimes and quarters and cash and stuff like that. And also we're going to go into like we're all going to literally just be getting paid on our credit cards, like we already do anyway. Like I mean, a lot of us get direct deposit and stuff like that. I remember I had a job one time that like, you have to get direct deposit. You have to. It's because they didn't want to give you checks no more. They don't want to give you money. They don't want to give you cash. They're trying to make cash obsolete. Not that job in particular, but you know, the higher ups. Now we're trying to find out that Jeffrey Epstein was behind a lot of stuff in Bitcoin. Okay, that's cryptocurrency. That's, you know, no one knew who created Bitcoin until now. Jeffrey Epstein was probably one of the people that did it, which is pretty crazy. But like, you know, and after the whole credit card thing, people are going to start being able to invest more into a coin. They're going to find like a good one world currency, and it's going to be a certain coin that maybe a certain coin that they bring out, and they're like, hey man, we're going to go save Zimbabwe. Let's say Zimbabwe. We're going to go save this country with this coin and make them rich. And everybody's going to be like, do you know what? I need to invest in that coin. They're going to invest in that coin. They're going to make a lot of money. Whoever made this coin is going to be rich, bro. Probably the Antichrist. Peter Thiel. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But like, they're going to be really rich, right? And they're going to, what they're going to do is they're going to use that, and then they're going to rip it out from under you. And of course, the U.S. is going to rip it out from under you, make everybody poor again. Everybody that, you know, but that didn't invest, or everybody that's, you know, like that, you know, saying didn't take their money out before they ripped it out from under you. And when they rip that coin out from under you, and that money, and they're going to collect all the money. They're going to use that money to pay off all of our debts in the U.S. Our debts will be paid off, but then they're going to be able to control us a lot better, because a lot of us are going to be poor. We're not going to be able to get food, not going to be able to do anything without this cryptocurrency, or, you know, the number that they're going to give you to, you know, for your social status. So if you're born poor, you're going to stay poor, pretty much, kind of thing. They don't need no more poor people coming up and being rich. Okay, and that's kind of what I believe. But you know, that's just one thing. But they use to separate, and meanwhile they're using these stupid Super Bowl halftime shows to separate us from being how do I say it? They're separating us from becoming one and actually stopping them. Because like they're like even on A Bug's Life, everyone that grasshopper is like, one ant ain't nothing. He's puny, yes. But a billion, they outnumber us 1,000,000,000 to 1. So if those billion ants march up on us, that's when we got to worry. And I remember that. And I remember when I was a kid, they said that. And I remember going outside one time and I saw a bunch of ants attacking a one grasshopper. Yeah, if it was just one ant, that grasshopper would easily just fly away. Don't even worry about them. But there was so many of them attacking this giant grasshopper. I remember when I was a kid, I saw that in an anthill. And I was like, damn. But us as people, they keep us separated. They're like, hey, he's black, man. He's a thug. He's gonna steal from you. Oh, he's white. He hates you because you're black. Oh, Mexicans, everybody hates y'all because y'all are taking everybody's jobs, and you're all illegal. And to them, they're all illegal, and they don't like you. And in reality, it's not like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've met more racism in my life in bigger cities than I did in the country. Well, I live in Kingsland, but there's more ruder people in Kingsland. They're not racist, they're just rude and stupid. Hey, believe me, I've hung out with the most trashiest redneck you ever seen. And I've hung out with the most gangster black people you ever seen. I've hung out with the most thuggish Mexicans you ever seen that weren't even like that. I've hung out with Mexicans from Mexico. I've hung out with, you know what I'm saying, old white Republicans. I've hung out with, you know, really extremely left-wing, you know what I'm saying, people. One of my homegirls was extremely left wing, lesbian, everything, you name it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we all have one thing in common. If we all would get along, because we all want the best in a way for our people. But they use that against us by saying, no, they don't like you. Or this and that. Oh, they don't agree with the halftime show. They must be racist because the halftime show is speaking out against ICE and racism, and they won't love. That word love is always thrown around. Because people are stupid. Because people are stupid when they are compassionate about something. You understand? So, and that's just what I believe. I'm sorry that that I'm not. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I'm not one of them positive, laffy-daffy kind of dudes. But it's like, this is what I see. This is what I've noticed. This is what I've noticed in my life. It's not anything what you could agree with, because most a lot of people don't, and they'll come in and scream at you. Like, instead of just having a talk with you. I love having debates with people. Like, I met a guy one time online. He was an atheist. And me and him talked for 3 hours. And it was like back when I was on stereo, when I first got on there. And we both had a decent conversation, because we both had one thing in common. We both just wanted to have a decent conversation with somebody from the other, somebody that believes something different from us. We both wanted to have a conversation, and we did. Thank the Lord. And then, and maybe he seen some things my way and I saw some things his way. I was like, well, maybe, I'm saying, yeah, that sucks that you're, that you really go through some struggle too. And we all go through our own struggle. And that's the thing they use against us. But if an atheist and a Christian can sit and talk, why can't the rest of the world do that? But that's not how it goes, because the rest of the world's brainwashed. A lot of us that ain't brainwashed, we can sit and talk. I got plenty of friends that are different than me. I got friends that are pagans. I got friends that are, I got friends that are atheists. I got friends that are Satan. Well, not Satanists. Not really. Not no more. But I got friends that are, hardcore Christian. I got me. And it's just like, I talk to all these people. There's all one thing we have in common. We just want to have peace. But at the same time, it's like, we're told that we're not supposed to want peace. We're told we're not supposed to understand them people, because if we do understand one little thing about them, we're a racist or we're anti-Semitic. They're always throwing some kind of words in there that they don't even match the meaning. And that's one thing I just never understood, bro. But that's just me. Maybe I'm stupid. But yeah, I just believe that these halftime shows and all that, like the Turning Point USA did their job of trying to keep, the right wing people from looking at it, and the halftime show did their job with the left wing to kind of keep them from looking at the Epstein files. But like those of us that actually looked at it were like, oh, this is sick, man. It's just sick. Like you can't comprehend, and you're like, dang, these are supposed to be the good guys. Because back in the day, you see like Western movies and stuff like that, and there's John Wayne, and there's, saying, like I was watching one last night, John Wayne, I think Dean Martin and stuff like that, and I'm like, dude, those are the good guys. But like, I'm not saying they're bad guys, but I'm just saying, I'm like, dude, like what if? Like, saying like now, like our whole perception these days, because back in the day, like John Wayne, when he was on TV, and also back in 1800 with real cowboys and stuff, we knew who the good and bad guys were. But the politicians were never really the good guys. But at the same time, it's like we felt like they were the good guys growing up, because like they would tell you these stories, saying back in World War II, we fought against Hitler. Hitler was killing these innocent Jews. And you're like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Then you grow up and you're like, oh. You start to look into it and you're like, oh. Maybe the Mustache Man wasn't so bad. I mean, yeah, he shouldn't have killed people. But like, it's like, man, bro. And I think about stuff like that. I'm like, dude, what else would they lied to us all of our lives. People go to their graves believing this stuff. You understand how bad it is for them to lie to you all your life? Not even like just lying, bro. For no reason. They lie to you. They lie to us. They lie and they lie and they lie and they cram the stuff. They act like they're the good guys, but really they're the bad guys. They're kind of like that on that show, The Boys. They're kind of like Homelander. If you think about it, like Homelander's one of my favorite characters on that show, but like he's literally like in the public eye at first, he's like the most loved dude. He's red, white, and blue, freaking just badass dude, man. And everybody's like, hell yeah, Homelander. But then as the show goes on, you're like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of how it is. Like, there's always that crooked, evil out there, and it's never the guys you think they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're starting to find out stuff about Michael Jackson. How Michael Jackson would, like, literally, like, he never touched these kids. Like, there's a lot of, like, people that they said he touched that came out, and they're like, no, he never touched me. He never did nothing with us. He actually would, like, try to keep us away from the evils of the Hollywood. You know? And you're like, whoa. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they made those kids feel bad, too. Well, why they all messed up? Why was Aaron Carter all messed up? Why was Macaulay Culkin all messed up? Because, like, you try being in the spotlight like that, and try having these pedophiles always trying to get at you, and then you have one dude that everybody claims to be the pedophile. I mean, I don't know if he is or not, but I'm just saying, like, it's just crazy how you start to find out who because all through the years, like, you know, he was painted as a bad guy. You know, you're like, damn, bro, for real, like, Michael Jackson? And I remember, like, my dad's like, y'all grew up with a different Michael Jackson than I grew up with. And maybe so. Maybe he was a different guy, too. Maybe, like, there's also theories of that. But, like, it's something like, it's just crazy to me how the good guys are not really the good guys, the bad guys are not really the good bad guys, you know? And, like, a lot of the guys that they're painting are bad right now are really bad. Like Jeffrey Epstein, he's horrible. But, you know, it's just like, it's crazy to me. Like what if, like, it's our whole reality is fucked, man. It really is. I almost swallowed my Zen, man. That almost sucked ass. But I just notice stuff like that, man. I really do. And it's not even, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's just like, it's like do more research, and that's what I'm gonna keep on doing too. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because you see all these pictures and having the files that you use the blackmail. Perfect time to do it now. Perfect time to overthrow the government. That's what they're doing. They're making it look like they're bad, so, or they are bad, but it's making it look like I don't know how to explain it, man. Like, what they're trying to do is, it's like they're trying to keep us so separate while this is going on that they can get away with everything that's been going on. Everything. Like, if justice is not served, like, we should just give up on them. We should literally stop paying these people. We should literally stop, and that's just my opinion. You know? Because, like it's crazy to me, like, how they don't, they use these halftime shows and this stupid crap online that, you know, that keep you distracted from what they're really doing and what they have done. It's all boils down to this moment, man. And I think we need to bring these people to justice. But no one wants to talk about that. They want to talk about Bad Bunny. They want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, he was used. I'm sorry to tell you, he did his job. He kept y'all distracted. Both sides. Y'all are all distracted. There's no hope. And we deserve everything that happens to us. You know? But, no, let's move on, man. Let's move on. I want to, like, one of my friends was telling me the other day, she was like, what does it take to be a man? I thought long and hard. And it's like, you got to be ready to, and this is the most generic thing everybody says, you got to be ready to bust your ass and not get any credit or love for it. That's a generic thing to say. But what it takes for me to be a man is people like my grandpa, man. And no matter whatever mission you have in life, it didn't stop you. Nothing stops you, man. You're literally, like, you're literally still living. And I'm not saying people that, you know, that give up are cowards. They're not. But I just remember, like, a lot of things, man. But one of my friends is like, you know, like, I idolize John Jones. That's a real man. I idolize, you know, saying Donald Trump. He's a real man. I idolize. And I'm like, okay, you know who I idolize? I idolize that motherfucker that don't want to get out of bed in the morning, but he does. I idolize that fucker. I idolize that guy that literally fights against everything that he knows is wrong. that stands up for it, that doesn't give up, that doesn't like sit there and like, how do you explain it? Like, he doesn't like just let some hater talk him down. You know, people attack me online for loving Jesus, and like, I don't stop loving Jesus because somebody else had their feelings hurt. You know, like, and it's like literally like life sometimes feels like you're I'm gonna do an anime reference, but it feels like you're Rock Lee when he fought in Naruto. Rock Lee fought Gaara, had no chance, man. And at the end of the fight, he's still standing, even though his conscious, like, he's pretty much passed out, but his body is still going. He's standing there bleeding, you know, broken legs, you know what I'm saying? And he puts his hand up like, I'm still ready, bro. I'm still here. And people were just like, oh my, you know, and that's what to me takes to be a man. Someone that just doesn't give up, man. I know a lot of people that gave up. And I'm not judging people, but it's like, bro, you got to keep going, bro. You know, I'm not no David Goggins fag, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those people, but I'm one of the people that are just like, man, you got to like, even when it's hard to get up and go to work, because sometimes it sucks, bro. You're like, dude, bro, like, I don't want to go today. I don't want to go, but you have to keep going, because it's like, you know, if you give up, there's no other outlet. Like, a lot of us, like, we're not billionaires. I'm not sitting here on a podcast being a fucking billionaire telling you shouldn't give up. Oh, you better start working out. You know, like one of those fucking idiots. Like, they have other options. I'm just like you. I don't have no other options. So I can't. I got to keep going. And that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, like, you know, you got to be standing there and kind of keep going, bro. Like, who, like, in your past, yeah. Like, everybody whines about their past. Oh, man, this happened in the past. No, man, keep going, bro. Like, you don't say, yeah, that your past is what makes you. My shitty past, my shitty life is what made me. Maybe the stubborn asshole that I am today. You know what I'm saying? The guy that don't give a shit about your fucking feelings. And that's another thing. You don't, like, other people, like, go by their feelings so hard. Oh, I feel like this. I feel like that. It's like, you got to put that shit aside when you're a man. You gotta put that shit aside, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just sit there like, well, like, I know guys that literally will break up with a chick and, like, over, like, they've been together for like 6 months and they're laying in bed all day. I can't go to work. I can't do nothing. But not one of these motherfuckers get up and try. My grandpa was with my grandma for like fucking 42 years, bro. And she left him. You know what he did? He still got up at fucking 5 a.m. and went to fucking work. Busted his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the man did cry. I don't know if he did or not. But I'm just saying it's like, you know, it's also like, I'm not saying it's not okay to cry, but it's kind of not. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to tough it up, man. Because the world wants you to be weak. They want you to be a little punk. They want you to give up. They don't want you to stand up and do shit. They don't want you to. They don't want you to do that. Like, and so that's one thing that keeps me going every day. That's the reason why I blow my freaking brains out. Because if I did, everybody would, like, no one would care. You got to keep going. You got to keep doing your business. You got to keep doing what you got to do, man. And I know it's generic. Find a hobby. Find something you love doing. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be lifting weights and something like that. Like, find something you love doing, man. Just like something that you love to do. Even if it's reading a fucking book. Do it and enjoy it. Make your life about enjoying life. You know? And that's what you got to do. Like, that's the secret of life. It's not rocket science. This isn't rocket science. It's not hard, dude. Like, just find something you enjoy doing, bro. Enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, enjoy, and like don't sit moping around. It's like one of the biggest killers of all of us, men and women. Moping around is one of the biggest killers. You gotta think, because I did it for years, bro. For years, sit on my ass. For years, I ate Taco Bell every night, bunches of tacos, and smoking weed. I ruined my life doing that. But I'm telling you, as a person, is that you got to stand up. You got to keep doing your thing. And it's not just about going to work, but it's also about finding a hobby, finding something you love doing, hanging out with friends, doing something, being happy. Because the only thing they cannot take from you, these people cannot take from you, is your happiness and your soul. They don't own your soul. unless you sell it to them. But they don't own your soul. So keep doing it, man. You got to find something that makes you happy. Stop moping around. My heroes are literally the guys that get up every day without, and sometimes you don't want to. You don't want to get up, bro. You don't, bro. You want to, like, sometimes you're like, man, I just want to lay in bed, bro. I'm so depressed. But you have to. You keep up and keep fighting. Freaking Ultra Instinct Goku style. You feel me? You're out there, you're fighting for grinding every day. People tell me, well, you ain't as good as you used to be. I'm not blah blah because you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. So no, man, because I'm freaking handling business. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do the hard stuff to handle business, and it sucks, man. But that's life. That's what you gotta do. No matter what, life will knock you down, but you can get your ass back up. I promise you. And hey, I do jiu-jitsu, so like, yeah, you know what? That knocks you down, you can knock them down too. You know what I'm saying? Do a takedown, take life down too as well. And that's what you got to do, man. There's no games in this, man. People got to realize that. People got to realize that we like giving up should not ever be an option, ever. And I'm telling myself this too. 'Cause fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always vision stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about Jesus on the cross, man, every single day. And I think about how he didn't give up and how he had thousands of angels ready to come down and bring war on the world. And he said, they know not what they do, bro. Like, that's real. Like, and they beat this man so bad. You got to realize that they beat this man. Blood everywhere. Because you imagine how those whips are, man. They rip your skin off, bro. So that's why I keep going. That's why I don't let like these people online talking trash. I don't let anybody talking trash about me kind of hold me down. You're not gonna hold me down, bro, because they couldn't even hold Jesus down. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. That's what I live my life by. Jesus didn't tap out. Why should I? Feel me? And but yeah. But that's what you got to think about, man. And it's like, it's just life. Life, you got to keep going. Hell yeah, that's what makes a man, I think. I know there's a lot of moments, man, when you're laying there, you're like, oh, I don't want to do it today. I just want to stay home. I can't do it today. But that's when the world's ready to face you. Because it's kind of like we were going to jiu-jitsu hardcore for a while, and I haven't been going very much, but like. Because, you know, it's not the most important thing to me. I'm sorry to say. But I haven't been going very much. But anyway, when I was going hardcore, there was a few times where I didn't want to go, man. But the days I would go, I'd feel a lot better. I'm like, oh, yeah. And that's kind of what the devil's trying to deprive you of you now. It's trying to deprive of you just lay down, bro. Just chill. It's cool. It's cool to take a day off. Nah, don't take no days off, bro. Even when you're not working, still be out there raising hell. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of my little soapbox speech today. Hey guys, I hope you guys are having a good day, man. There's a few more things I wanted to talk about, but I kind of forgot. I mean, but I just want the world to know that it's we're all struggling, man. You know. But hey, guys, thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you guys for doing everything you do for the podcast. I'm really thankful for you guys, man, and definitely check me out on the Heavy Rollers podcast every Wednesday morning. Probably it's like at 3 a.m. or something. That's when it uploads. But every Wednesday mornings are Heavy Rollers. And of course, Derrek Ribera show every Friday. So this week is not on a Friday. I'm sorry to tell you, it'll be on a Saturday, a day late. But I'm trying to get these out too. It's hard to do 2 podcasts, guys, and sometimes this podcast might take a week off every once in a while. But hey, I'm gonna try my best to get a podcast out for for both ends. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep on working, keep on grinding, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do too. You keep on grinding, Bubba. Just keep on grinding. Don't worry about these little halftime shows they have for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just distraction, man. It's distraction of a fallen empire. It's distraction of everything. It's distracting us from what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's really going on? And you got to ask yourself that a lot. And that's one thing I treasure too. Is like, we got to ask ourselves, what's really going on, dude? Broseph, what is going on, bro? You know? So that's kind of like what I kind of go, like every time I see something, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because you can't trust them. You can't trust these thieves, these hateful people. You know what I mean? Like when Jesus was flipping tables over at the tax office or the taxes people, you know, it's like that's what you got to like. I think it's about time for us to do that now, honestly. But you know, it's raining outside and stuff like that. I love rainy days that are not too cold and not too hot. It kind of brings me back, man. It brings me back to like when I was younger, and I worked at like Tropical Marine or something like that, and they had the bays open, and I would sit there and watch the rain, and just kind of felt, you know, I was around, you know, working with my cousin James and my uncle Mark and stuff like that, and it was pretty fun. And it always reminds, like this I like this kind of weather sometimes. I like when it's gray outside sometimes. It's a good napping weather. It's good chilling weather. It's good going and sitting on the porch and just, you know, saying having a drink weather, you know, and you know, it's just you gotta enjoy it. Like I always try to enjoy the little things in life. You know what I'm saying? The people I hang around and stuff like that, and there's always good times, you know, and a lot of good times, man. You know, it really is. We got to remember that. Man, but you got to remember the good times in life. You got to remember. And that's one thing that keeps me going too. Like, you know, yeah, a lot of this stuff's going on, and you gotta you know, be suspicious of these people, but also remember the good times. Like, you know, like a certain part of the time of the day or something. You know, just be sure to enjoy your life. Find something that makes you enjoy your life. And I've said this 100,000 times on this podcast, but like find something that you enjoy in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. And it's not all about craziness and pedophiles and everything, but it's like, just find something you enjoy, bro. Yeah, that's for the podcast right there, boy. So what happens when you have a Zen in and you drink a lot of water? But no, man, I do thank you guys for listening and watching, and or not watching, but listening. Everybody's like, why don't you do a video? So, bro, just let me do my thing. Because someone always has something to say about what you do, but they don't ever support what you do. You ever notice that? Maybe we'll talk about that on the Heavy Rollers next week. I don't know. Anyway, a big shout out to the Heavy Rollers podcast. I'm the co-host, but on this podcast, I'm the main host. Derrek Ribera show. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully tomorrow we can get some jiu-jitsu in. Not. Sucks. Life sucks, you know. But I'm hoping that everything goes good. And I hope you guys are doing good too, man. And I'm going to keep praying for everybody. I'll keep praying for my enemies as well. All those atheists that attack me on threads, man. I'm praying for them. That's what they hate the most, honestly. You say, oh, I'm praying for you, and they'll start acting crazy. The guy tried to turn around and say I was being a crybaby because I said I'll pray for you. There is no logic there no more, man. There is no logic. And it's okay to hate God nowadays. That's what they want you to think. So, man, just keep moving on with life, man. Enjoy your life, and I'll enjoy it, too. Thank you guys for listening. Peace out.